Let me tell you, sir. I will tell you the truth. Tell me any man of God that has changed the world. Really, I'm not talking about some don't change the world. We have poor people, poor men of God who are changing the world in their own capacity, in their village, in their sector. We have them. But when you want to touch the world, those who have touched the world, look at Kenneth Hagin, was rich. If you don't want to call him rich, at least his organization was rich. Look at the great Omar Okpai. His house was modest, but he built 2 hospitals. The recent one, he had just gone over 100 beds. I'm not going to mention Pastor Chris. You say, oh, he is biased. Just last year, they did their first open heart surgery in their own hospitals. Countries are still trying to do one surgery. They've already finished that successfully. Is it that they're everywhere? They can distribute 22 billion rhapsody of realities. 22 billion. It's not an issue of distribution. What about distribution networks? What about transportation? Flying them to locations. And then the logistics to send them out to people. Every day is going out there. And what about the printing, sir? What about the editing? What about the energy, the power that they used to do so? 22 billion copies. To print one copy would be maybe $1.50 or $2. One copy. So they've spent how much? Over 40 billion, because you have to talk about transportation and all that. Why is he listened to by all? Everyone, including his enemies, are watching. That's why they can comment about him. The Pharisees are very beautiful. They will oppose Jesus while he's following him. Here, let me show you something. I want to tell you something. I want to show you something. The NIV. Can we get to the book of Saint Luke, chapter number 15, from verse number 11? Are you getting this? 1, 2, 3. Remember, we are on half 2, right? Thank you. Jesus continued. There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, what is the meaning of father? The meaning of father means the source. Say source. Oh, some of you are getting this. This is money with a mission. And remember, money, if it is money, it is feminine energy, aura, unction, energy around it, power around it. Anything with finished product is complete. It is attractive, even to demons. That's why the Bible says, warn them that are rich in this world. Because it knows the danger around the aura around money. It is not because when they have money, they just worship money. Why would they worship money? Even God said these words. Do not worship money and me. Do not serve 2. Otherwise, you hate one master and follow another master. Even God concedes that money is a master. The money in your pocket, you think it's money. According to God, it's a master. No, you didn't get it. It's a Lord. It's a king over you. The moment you use it like this, you are telling, I know exactly whether it's a king or it's not my king. When I give to the poor, do you know what I'm doing? I'm controlling its power over me. I'm telling it, you're not my master. Put it up. The younger one said to the source, give me my share of the estate. The father never said there was a share. They're missing that. So the biggest problem in our world today is the word ownership. Tell your neighbor, say ownership. Everyone wants to own. So he said, I'm tired of being here. I need my own share, my own portion. And I'll go. So he divided his property between them. Notice what the Bible says. His property. That means the source knew you don't have a share. It's my money that I'm giving you. I wish I could just get 2 or 3 of you to get it. Now hear this. Not long after that, the younger son. Now imagine after taking his share, he even stayed at home. The Bible says not long after that. That means he even stayed a few days after getting his share. Who was this? Whose money was he spending? The source. So he told the source, I need something. This is the disease of Africa. Africa's disease is ownership. This is the reason why you folk, you have one tuck shop there. 2 minutes from there, one tuck shop. 200 meters, one tuck shop. 15 meters, tuck shop. They even greet each other every morning. How are you? Good morning. Why can't you fools join together? Create one big supermarket. We are not united as a people. We are divided, and guess what? Other races are united. And they know exactly. Do you know Microsoft is not Bill Gates who is the only billionaire? In the whole company. There are other billionaires there. You thought it was only him. TikTok is owned by many billionaires. It's not just Elon Musk you think of. I don't X. Now this one, Larry Ellison, has taken over the TikTok side of it. Americans. But inside they will be combining. X itself, he even called the guy who now bought TikTok. He said, join me in this one. And wanted 1 billion from him. Billionaires are connecting. They can buy it, but they won't. Now you. And some of you, because you like to own, that's why I've never given you a car. This whole year, we are not, maybe over 27 cars we have given so far. In this year, this very year. Why is it that we skipped you who has been with us for 7 years? We know the day we give you, it becomes your own. Your sister will stop and say, my minister, we are going to the same church. I say, how are the children? It's good. We'll see you. We'll see you. We'll see. I just need to rush now. Because you are in the ownership mentality. You are never thinking it's for us. You are thinking it's for you. So some people we give, we know exactly their hearts. We know this car will be used for this. This car will remain the community car. Although they can sell it, they can do whatever they want with it. But if they see somebody from this community, they'll say, get in. We are going. Am I talking to somebody? Let's go. Not long after that, the younger son got together. All he had. Notice, not all that was his. He had been given by the source. Set off for a distant country. And they squandered his wealth in wild living. When it's not yours. Wild. This guy was wild. Ownership makes you wild. I said ownership makes you what? Wild. So the biggest problem with us is we are too wild because we like to own. Give me my thing. Give me. You are give me. Now, you want something that belongs to you. You never want something that belongs to the family. Are you hearing this? Even some leaders in our ministry, they feel they are helping me by attending our church. So when they leave, they feel like, you know what? We helped him a lot. We were there raising his church. It's not mine. So when you start asking them, their senses are, we helped him. You can only hear that kind of conversation when they leave. When they are still here, they are a problem. One time here, when the church grew, when we came here, then the church grew to a certain level. Do you understand? We had like how many? I think we were over 2,800 chairs. All right? That Prophet Makandua bought for us in that location. Now notice, he said the whole thing. Then he did a surprise visit. He's walking, coming in like this. Of course, he was going to get a seat from me. But his team was with him. And my people remained seated like this. I'm trying to give them a warning like. And they were busy discussing. So why would we stand up? Well, the guy who bought the chairs is here. No, I'm trying to figure out. How does it make sense? Let's just say he doesn't care. He gifted the church that. But in your mind, you should be thinking, that man is here. I'm a beneficiary of his giving and honor. So what do I do? Even if he is one, stand there, staying. Let him choose the city he wants. But you understand the mindset was, we own it. It's our church. Yes. And some will be sitting there and say, he benefits from our father. What about what I benefited from him? Have you ever calculated it? So you see what we are talking about. When ownership gets into your brain, you become a crazy person. Here, let me show you. Do you know bills? Bills are a result of ownership. Do you remember those days when we received letters at home? Yeah. We received letters at home. It would be from your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your cousin, or that thing which we called pen pal. Remember the pen pal? I know why you were keeping them. You wanted to ask for money. I know this. I know this. Like I've got my white pen pal from Venezuela. And you'll be writing letters. Say, yes, I miss you too. Aye. And then you take to your brother or your cousin to write a nice one because your English is not Englishing. Now notice, are you here? The moment you grow up, no girlfriend is sending you letters. Not because technology changed, but because now there are bills. How many don't open their letters? I don't. How many? You just see it, boom. You know exactly that this is me owing $200. This is $200. I don't need to open this. The moment you look at it, you say it's from the council. You know it's water. You know. Why? Bills are a result of you moving out of your parents' house. So the source is no longer paying for you. You're now paying. I'll show you in a few minutes. Because I told you half. Let's go. After he had spent everything, there was a severe famine. Severe famine. Crisis will only come when you own something. If you don't own nothing, there's no crisis. No, they didn't get it. See, the power of ownership and the power of access. The power of access, the power of ownership. My kids, I told you before, they wake up 3 a.m. One time I met them downstairs. They're down there. They're already in the refrigerator looking for food. Really taking food. It's there. Not one of them thought, who bought the food? Where are we getting the money? Never. They just wake up, they get in their house, flip the switch, lights will come on. Did you pay the bills? They don't care. What do they have? They have access over ownership. What Christianity lacks is access. We join together, 10 of us. We create a community. We can have access into the same money. We will never do it as black people. Never. I need to pass by your house and tell you, come to my house and see what I bought. Is the reason why our community will buy houses first. You work for years to build a house which you live in. Stupidity, stupidity. A house is a liability. Anything that doesn't bring you money is a liability. You can only have a house when you have another house where you can get rent. Now, right now, I know what if I say, what do you want? You'll be like, if I can just have my own house. Because you're thinking of showing your friends that don't like you. That will gossip about you when you're gone. And if you die, you will leave it to your wife who will get married to another man. Oh, it's a prophecy now. It's a prophecy. Hey, I need to paint this picture to you so that you get it. Imagine you are dead, you are in your grave. If your eyes will open, and you just say, go and see what is happening to your mansion. You go there, you arrive. One man is kissing your wife in the house you bought, which is yours. Hey, you become a ghost, my friend. A very troublesome spirit. Say to your neighbor, neighbor, a house is a liability. I know when we grew up, the assets had changed. We were told houses are assets. No. It's a lie. If that house you live in, that house is not an asset. It's a liability. Elon Musk doesn't own a house. He's renting. Yep. People like Grant Cardone, at one time he had over 4,000 properties. He was renting. But you are no. You want to own it now. How are you going to make the money? Right now, every cent you have, you're like, if I just get this amount, I'll buy a nice house and my family will come and look at it. It'll be wonderful. I'll surprise them. You're surprising yourself. When you understand the ability to have a huge community and you get into the community and say, now we own this. This is the reason why we have Good News City. We are trying to create a community. Some of you say, how many hectares? 1,000 hectares so far. But you know what we're doing? We just got another 200 hectares. Anyone who says sell, we are buying. Let's get to 5,000 hectares. Let's continue to attain. As much as we can allow that to happen, we need people with the mindset of community. Let's go. When he had spent what? Everything. You see, the source always has the ability to produce new things. But the recipient that receives what the source can give as a portion will come to lack. So lack is a result of ownership. Bills are a result of ownership. Lack is a result of ownership. One day when you decide, we are a community, let's create 5 of us here. We can share water, we can share this, we can share this. You see how thriving. See the Amish community. Not one Down syndrome in the Amish community in America that they have actually researched. Not one Down syndrome. Do you understand? Not one Down syndrome. And lifespan has increased in the Amish community because of a community with access will give you more life. Ownership will kill you. I said to my son, UJ, go and stay at the house. I don't stay there anymore. It's a huge mansion. So go stay there. It's like, I want to stay here, I want to stay here. I said, okay, stay wherever you want to stay. He said, I'm going to buy my Rolls Royce. I said, no, buy it. You have money, buy it. But you can drive the ones I left there. He's like, I need to buy my own. I said, please, go ahead. He bought a Rolls Royce. Oh, his own. Bought a Rolls Royce, he's driving. A cab. You know the cab? The rim. He said, Dad, I scratched my rim. I'm going to fix it tomorrow. I said, no problem. Go ahead. He got there, and the scratch to remove it was almost $15,000. He called me. He's like, Dad, can I tell you something? I said, how much? How much? I knew exactly where we were going with this conversation. How much? You left access. You went to ownership. Now the scratch of a rim is on 15,000. Now everything he buys, he calls me, is like, because of you, Dad. I have a new car because of you. Or because of you. So I know he's tuning into access more than ownership. By him saying, or because of you, he's saying it's your car. I know you're not driving it, it's yours. So when the bills come, he can call me. You're not getting it. But I'm ahead of time, I'm smart. Are you still with me? Let's go. because of time. So he went and hired himself out as a citizen of the matrix. Whenever, listen, bills are a result of ownership. Lack is the result of ownership. Employment, a job, is the result of ownership. You are employed because you are not in the access of God. I wish I could talk to you. The Bible calls us stewards of the earth. We are here to take care of the earth. I saw one cartoon where the man was standing here and his Lamborghini was on the side and the employer was standing there, and the employer was like, thank you so much. I'm number 1 in sales this year. Thank you. He says, if you work hard again tomorrow and work hard again next year, I'll have another one like this. No, they didn't get it. You see, they're taking time. They're taking time. You worked hard and became the best salesperson of the year, and I bought a Lamborghini. If you work hard again. So I'm rewarding the best worker, not because I love him, but because I want to keep him, because I love another Lamborghini like this one. Imagine who is stupid. The boss who employs you to do the thing he can't do, so he can get the money you can't get. And you were employed. You know, the interview is actually a process. Okay, send to your neighbor, say a job. As a matter of fact, say a salary is the bribe they give you for you to forget your dreams. Are you getting this? They give you a salary so that you forget your dreams. The word salary is from the word salt. People would work and get salt as payment. So that's why they ask you, is he worth his salt? Is he worth his salary? They didn't get it. If I say right now, who wants a job? Huh? This is why I like the change that is happening in Southern Africa. The white folks are leaving. And jobs are actually becoming scarce. And now we are in a tight corner. You can only survive if you are selling something for yourself. You don't need anybody else to give you a job. So whatever is happening in Southern Africa, it looks like it's a curse. It's not. It's a blessing in disguise, because now you are now waking up now that I need to have my own piece of land. I need to have... There are people here who never thought of selling anything. Now you are sales force. You can sell your cousin. Oh yeah, I know you. I'm about to finish. I told you. I have 2. So he went and hired himself out to the citizen of that country, who sent him to the fields to feed pigs. Rich guy. Ownership. When you enter into ownership, you are ready to become broke. Let me explain. The prerequisite for divorce is marriage. If you don't want divorce, don't get married. No, did I just say something? There is no divorce that comes without marriage. They didn't get this. Let's read it again. You missed my point. So he went and hired himself to the citizen of that country, who sent him to feed pigs. If he had not desired ownership, he would not be broke. He would not be with the pigs. So if he didn't want the pigs, he would have denied. So the prerequisite for marriage is singlehood. You have to be single to get married. Now, so that means inside marriage, for those who want marriage, inside marriage, for me not to get divorced, I need to maintain my singlehood inside the marriage. Maybe they're still not getting what I'm trying to say. Because the moment you are single, you are a candidate for marriage. But once you get married, you are now a candidate for divorce. So I need to find myself a good groove where I enter, where I'm still single but with my men. So I remain chaseable. You don't just wake up smelling like that. You look at your woman and be like, no, 5 o'clock, run. They're still not getting what I'm saying. Not that now you are married, you just wear anyhow. You are now in the kitchen, you have got this skirt up to here. No. Find a way. Be attractive to that man forever. Be chaseable. Every day be chaseable. Let him look at you and go like, Mama mia, I'm coming home. You are not hearing what I'm saying. See, they're missing that one. Inside every lesson, there is another lesson. Are you still here? The day you met your own wife, you're like, yeah. What's your name? Yeah, you know my name. I'm Fari. You are Farai. Say, I'm Fari. The day you get married, you say, call me Daddy. Okay, Dad. How is that marriage going to be exciting? Every kiss, thank you, Daddy. How? Let's go back to Fari. Fari was okay with me. So if you want to be single, you are a candidate for marriage. But if you want to remain married, remain single inside marriage. Let the men continue chasing you. Find the best clothes. And don't just buy anyhow you buy. I'm trying to give you access, not ownership. Because some of you will be like, no, me, I belong to me. That's not the ownership. That's not the singlehood I'm talking about. Whatever you want to buy, yeah, what do you think about this one? Throw 5 options. You know the one you want, but just throw 5. If he chooses one that looks like a drum, get in, my sister, get in. Are you getting what I'm saying? Let's go. He longed to fill his stomach with the paws that the pigs were eating. If you are owning something, you get into the problem of eating with pigs. But no one gave him anything. Ownership will make people say, forget him. He never gives us anything. He never does anything. Are you hearing this? If it wasn't ownership, do you understand? One time I was ministering here. Are you still here? I'm giving you a few examples, then we go. One time I was ministering here, and I got a call from the man who is in the who is who's of Christianity called Rodin Howard Brown. He said, I want to talk to you. I'm like, wow, wonderful. Dr. Rodin Howard Brown, the man who is in the who is who of Christianity. If you're talking about the revivals, the man was in there. You're talking about where we talk about Kenneth Hagin, he's inside there. When you talk about Jericho and all that, you talk about the revival that he's doing. You talk about what he's doing in Florida right now. Revival is breaking. That same man said, come with your children. I want to take your children to Disney World. I said, say, what's happening? He's like, I just want you to relax. I said, wow. You want me to relax? He said, yes. I've looked at your gift, and I know exactly that when people have this kind of gift, they will be used by people. So come and relax, and I know you're already broken. Some people have already disappointed you. Some people betrayed you. Some people want to use you, and some have used you and discarded you. Just come and relax for a week, 2 weeks, whatever it is, you and your family come. I'll provide anything. I said, wow. So I took my family there. Nobody was telling me what we were going to do there. My kids went to Disney World, Disney World in Florida, and then they're enjoying there, and I'm just there. And then he said, yeah, go into the shopping mall there, buy whatever you want to buy. I went in there with my wife. We did what we did there that whole week. And one day, he just said, he was standing very far, as if he was afraid. He was standing very far on his pulpit. And I was sitting there because I had to attend one of his service just to see what he was doing. He never intended for me to minister. Then he said, prophet, come. Tell the people what you do. So I said, oh yeah, I'm a prophet. So he was in the corner away from the prophet. He's answering. He's like, no, explain what a prophet is to them. I said, oh yeah, I know people. I know what they've done. I know what they are doing. And he said, why don't you just prove it? Yeah. I called the woman at the end there, and I said the name of the boyfriend and the name of the mother, and everyone is like, no. Whoa, wait a minute. Now I called another white block here because you can't just do our own black people. Looks very staged, you know. So I started going for white people, and I called pin numbers. I put pin numbers, and he started pointing at people. Say, you come, you. And then I started prophesying to them. But while I was doing it, it was around the whole world. So the stage was open for me. Now, somebody who had built a stage, whose God had given money, gave me access to his stage. That if I had said, I don't care about what you're saying, I'm okay with my stage, nobody in America would have known there was a Uebert Angel. They were all tuning in, and he says, tomorrow night, we are doing it again. And then tomorrow morning, we are doing it again. And I started moving, putting people in queues there in his church. He gave me the access for me to be seen. Are you still here? Are you still here? Are you still here? When I went to Pastor Chris, I got in that mode where I was sitting there and they said, can you prophesy? Oh, well, you mean prophesy in Pastor Chris' church? What are you saying? Should I prophesy like prophesy? So I did my small, like I was very measured, you know? And I went around and I said some small words. And the sister of my man of God came and whispered and said, no, do exactly the way you do it. Not this small you're doing. I said, raise your hand, and people are praying. I went, I said, you mean like major? I said, you mean I do major? He said, exactly that. I went in. Hi! Massacred the place. Pa. It is while I was ministering like that, while I was ministering, with over 800 senders watching. How many senders? Over 800 branches watching. We're talking about millions. And then the millions were now sending the link to other people. Outside, I'm seeing commotion outside, you know, because the door was open. So I'm prophesying, I'm seeing commotion outside. I'm like, well, what's happening here? And then I see Pastor Chris for the first time. I never met him. He's coming into the hall and he's being accompanied. I'm like, no, I can't continue with this one. So I dropped the mic and ran and said, he came through, hugged me, and went to the stage. He says, Prophet Uebert, come, sit here in his chair. You know, listen, I didn't feel like $1 million because I have it. I felt like $1 billion. I went and sat there, and while I'm sitting there, imagine the millions that got to witness my gifting. Somebody with a stage who is watched by billions gave me a stage. Bi-monthly, I'm live on the stage preaching to billions because I'm given the stage by Pastor Chris. That stage is important because that stage was not just built. Through prosperity, shall my cities be spread abroad. He spread that because God gifted him and gave him the ability to have access. I wish you could talk to me. Are you hearing me? One day, in my presence, I was sitting there, you know, and one Indian man, he started asking, what do you need? I just need the impartation, man of God. He got to this Indian man. So, is it your first time here? It's my first time, sir. Is your first time seeing me? Yes. So what do you want us to do for you? The other ones said the impartation. The other ones were like, I want to heal the sick. This guy said, I'm building a church, and I need about 200,000. And Pastor Chris turned to the man of God, Reverend Tom, and said, give him $1 million. Take $1 million and give him. It's like take $2, you know. Give him. What is that? Access. He had access to the resources of Christ's embassy. Access. Access is more powerful than ownership. Access is more powerful than ownership. When I went to Mudiwa's house here, I said, you've been a son for me for years. I want to see your house. I went to see the house. It's wonderful. Yeah, they think it's a lie. It is technology. You talk to it. Yes. If you want to open the door, you tell it to open. What is that? Open the door. Open the door. Do this. Lights on now. It opens the. Yeah, 100%. Truth. But when I got in there, I said, where's my bedroom? Oh, 100%. I'm not going to look for. I know. I need to know I have access. That if something happens somewhere, my house is unlivable that day. I need sons that have given me access. He said, it's here. You can see. Come. So this is this one. Ask the builders. I said, the builders, which one is my room? He said, this one. It's already dedicated to you. So I already know this is mine. My God, I wish I could talk to you. You know, all this, I was trying to talk to you so that you also say, I have a room for you, sir. Look at this. I remove your brokenness in the name of Jesus. Hey! The woman said to the prophet, we have room for you. Access. They gave the prophet access and the prophet created a miracle. What you don't have is you have never understood access. All you want is to own. I want to own my 120Y. I want to own. Do you know that 120Y? That Honda Fit. And it's fitted, that car. Now that Fit, that one, if two of you manage to do something, and you say, we're going to create business together. We're going to move together, travel together. Do you know the two of you can buy a truck that will do business and that you will come to church together in the same truck that will do business Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But you want to have your own Honda Fit. And then you wonder why you are not rich. Because the money you were supposed to use for business is in the Honda Fit. Cosmetics is just showing people, I have my own car. And you get in there. You put it at the bottom. Jehovah, copper. Leave our God alone, please. I'm about to finish. In every location I've been to, Bushiri got to know about me in 2004. I was on TV, on Faith TV in Britain. 2007, I was on TV. With few people, 14 people, and I was on TV. And you know, when I was sitting down like this, I was sitting down in my house and I was doing prophecies, just 2 or 3 prophecies. And like, you know, you've got 14 that come to church. You can do maybe 2 or 3 prophecies. And then you wait for another week to do another prophecy. And you know, you can't do, if you know, the whole church, if you do the whole, if you do a prophetic day, everyone has been prophesied to, they might go back to their houses. 14, then we went to 30. And we're now on TV in Britain. One day I was sitting in my house. The phone rang. And my wife said, there's somebody here who is claiming to have been sent by Prophet T.B. Joshua. I said, no, cut the phone. It's a lie. We cut the phone. The phone rang again. I said, give me. I answered. I wanted to shout at the person. But the person was so calm. Senior Prophet T.B. Joshua wants you in Nigeria. I'm like, how do you know I know about T.B. Joshua? I just watched him on the internet looking at T.B. Joshua. And guess what? When they saw the channel that I was coming on, and I was doing prophecies and all that. And in those days, it was only Prophet T.B. Joshua who was actually doing prophecies. And I'm looking at this, and I'm the only one there who has his own TV concentrating on prophecies. So now it's me and T.B. Joshua. But guess what? I'm the only one who is saying in T.B. Joshua. Guess what? T.B. Joshua is surprised to see the videos. It's like, where is this young man? Within 5 weeks, 2 weeks, sorry. Within 2 weeks, I was in Nigeria at the invitation of Prophet TB Joshua. Stayed there for over 8 days, I believe it was. Stayed with the prophet there. Notice here, when we were there in this corridor, as he begins to pray for people, he called me to stand next to him and he started showing me what he was doing. Not that he was saying, see what I'm doing. You know when someone puts you next to him and say, follow, and then starts doing. So I was learning as we were moving. I was going. But in that process, we were given time to give our testimonies. And I said some statements that of how he brought me to Nigeria at that time. That alone changed a lot of people. Like, you mean prophet invited you? Now I realize not all of us have been invited by the prophet. Some applied. But I was a young person with 30, 40 members, consistent. Of course, African pastors can't count. If you would ask me at that time, I would say 100. Good are going to count there. One too many.
Do you know baboons can't
count? Now watch this. And African pastors act like baboons. How many people do you have? 2,000. 2,000. How many chairs? I need the help with my chairs, man. I have 200 chairs. You said you are 2,000 members. So imagine having the access to TB Joshua, who had the access and the ear of the world and presidents. And here I am, live, I'm sitting there, and they said, that is that young man who was in this location. And we're being filmed, and they shot. And now all of a sudden, TB Joshua is there. I have now been given access. And then the last day I'm supposed to leave. And the day I'm supposed to leave, I was supposed to leave the following day. And people were now being called in to see Prophet TB Joshua. I just went in there and I stopped the bell because he would ring a bell to say next. I could hear the bell every time someone comes in, goes in, comes out. Few seconds in, out. I said, I just went there and grabbed the bell like this. He started laughing. I said, don't touch this bell. I will tell you what I want to tell you. But notice what I'm trying to say here. The momentum of understanding access to a level where I said, I've gotten access now. Are you getting this?